It's a Saturday afternoon, it's raining, and you pull up in your car. You come into his old barn of a house. You go down these creaky little stairs, and you walk into this room. It's amazing. There's a bar. There's this old barber chair that's awesome. And you sit there with women on the wall, with strange tchotchkes everywhere, as Jim pulls out the vinyl records, pours you a drink, and everywhere you look, there's a photo of some R&B cat staring back at you. Welcome to the record room of musician Jim Wood, lead singer of the Loaded Poets. My name is Marquis Stillwell with DevlinPix. I recently paid Jim a visit to talk about the evolution of the recording industry and about the formative years of rock and roll. As the paradigm of the music industry shifts towards free, downloadable content and label men search for a way to remain relevant and profitable, I wonder if we're onto something new, or if the industry is experiencing frustrations that have been echoed in the songs long since past. Join us on our first series as Jim talks about how early blues and R&B began to reach white audiences through the radio and how musicians first found their way around censorship. You're going to hear things you may disagree with. You're going to hear things you didn't even know. We're going to talk about the blues and R&B music and how it turned into rock and roll.
Well, this is a story never been told. White on the blues got pregnant, and they named the baby rock and roll.
Give me your definition again of R&B.
Well, technically, it's a term that replaced the term race in the music charts, because even back then, the term race was derogatory.
So there was a chart.
Look. Wow. That's a record sleeve from, probably from the 30s. Wow. Vocalion was a big race record label. That's what they call them, race records.
In the evening, Mama, when the sun goes down.
So you're saying that race records and race charts, it was easy to go from that to R&B.
The term race was replaced with rhythm and blues. And rhythm and blues simply means adding rhythm to the blues. The blues was largely acoustic in its original forms.
Right.
You had the classic female blues singers of the 20s, the first one that broke through and started the whole blues craze. It was Crazy Blues.
Now I got the crazy blues. Since my baby went away, I ain't got no time to lose.
So what song can you think of that really went from this acoustics to really dropping some rhythm?
Well, it's post-war. It's the technology. It's the availability of the electric guitar. It's the availability of amplification.
Right.
You know, case in point, you hear all the harp players, the original Sonny Boy Williamson and his contemporaries, who recorded on Bluebird in the 30s and through the 40s, and enter Little Walter, who was the first cat who was playing his harmonica through an amp.
Right.
And the difference is just, it's revolutionary, you know? And plus the way he played.
Right, and that's what I was going to say. I mean,
it wasn't just this.
No.
It was like,
yeah.
you know? He filled up the room with his sound.